Now we will start with the heart, which is the most important organ of the human body. Remember, in our earlier class, we had a debate. Is the brain mightier or is the heart mightier? Which one won? Does any of you remember? Do any of you remember? Who won? The brain won or the heart won?
The heart.
Sorry?
Ma'am,
How,
the brain, ma'am.
how
Ma'am,
did the
because you said that all the organs can be supported by machines, but not the brain.
correct? So if somebody is brain dead, you know, if the brain is dead, that person actually cannot be survived for long, even if the heart beats. But if the heartbeat stops, artificially they can put, through electric impulses or by some artificial support system, they can still revive the heart, but it's very difficult to revive the brain, right? The brain will slowly give up because it's the message center. It will only send a message to everybody saying that now you take the blood from there, now you send it to the lungs, oh, you've got a feeling of pain, now the mouth should reply, now the tongue should taste. Now if the signal itself stops, just imagine what mayhem will occur. For example, this is a traffic light. This is a 4-point crossing and there's a traffic signal here. Cars are coming from here, buses are going from there, auto rickshaws, everything is there. This traffic policeman was controlling it. This policeman goes out for a break, to take a coffee break, and nobody is there to mind. Just imagine what mayhem will happen here. Everything will be at a mess. So somebody has to take control of the signals being sent here and there. सब उल्टा पुल्टा हो जाएगा. Understood? So we start with the first. Okay, thank you. So first we start, the heart is a muscular organ. This is to be underlined. It is a muscular organ. Most of our organs are made out of muscles. It pumps blood around the blood vessels. Okay. It has 4 chambers. The second most important point, it has 4 chambers. All of us know, we have been studying this for long. It has got, 4 chambers like this. This is the right auricle. This is the left auricle. This is the right ventricle. This is the left ventricle. So these are the 4 chambers in a heart. Yes?
Ma'am, we learned about the constitution of blood and all, right, ma'am? So this is after this or it was before it?
See, this was after it. But then again, remember I told you first we need to know what is blood and what happens to the blood, and then we will come to the circulatory system. Do you remember? So before studying the circulatory system, we should have studied the blood thoroughly. That's the reason why I taught you blood first. Okay.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Ma'am, here why like the right atrium or the right ventricle are present on the left side and left
No.
atrium
This is just a mirror. You stand where this is just a mirror. You just
Okay,
stand. You're facing the laptop. You're facing the device. That's why it's looking like that. But you face behind the device. You stand behind the device. Then it will be your right and left only. Did you get my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now ventricles are normally the 2 lower chambers. This ventricle are the 2 lower chambers, and these are a little narrow like this. They are a little narrow. We draw a heart like this, no? So basically this portion is a little narrow and this portion is a little thick like this. This is how actually it looks. Correct? So these are the auricles and these are the ventricles. The ventricles are a little narrow at the base. So ventricles are of 2 lower chambers. The left ventricle receives blood from the left auricle and pumps up into the aorta. So basically, each and every, let me clear it first. It will be, I'm just drawing a square for everybody's understanding. Okay. So basically this is the right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. So blood always flows from the atrium to the ventricle. Please, get these things very clear. This movement and the direction is very important. Now, auricle say ventricle tuck, the blood comes. It will never go backwards, never ever. So can any one of you answer, how can it be prevented? The backward flow of...
Ma'am, can I?
Yeah, sure.
Ma'am, there are valves present.
Very good. There are valves. So what are valves? What are
Ma'am,
valves?
there are special structures present in the heart and in the veins which help in, prevent in the backward flow of blood.
Very good. Excellent. Bhavya, you wanted to add some points? Sorry, I didn't get that.
I wanted to
Okay, all right, okay, all right. So basically, valves are basically structures. These are also made out of muscles, right? So valves are structures that prevent the backward flow of blood. They will not allow the flow of blood to flow backwards. They will only allow the blood to flow in one direction. So always blood will flow from auricle to ventricle. This is given. Auricle to ventricle ही blood आएगा. This will not, because it is positioned in such a way that even if the blood wants to go backwards, it will close its mouth. The tube will close. It will not allow.
Ma'am, and it's also against the gravity, right? So it's not even possible.
Yeah. So what happens if you lie down? What happens if you lie down? Then it is something like this. It is something like this, no? Then auricle, ventricle, auricle, ventricle. So if you're lying down, there can, no? There is a chance. This head is here.
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
lying down. So it's not only about gravity, it's about the muscular structures present in such a way that it prevents the flow. I wish I could show you a video. Basically, the right ventricle receives blood from the right auricle and pumps it through the pulmonary trunk of the lungs. Okay, so this we will understand, you know, how it happens. But before that, let's just get a few concepts clear. What are those concepts? 1 minute, let me just see if it is covered here, or else I will share it. Okay. See, there are... Yes, Bhavya? Ma'am, doesn't work also stop backward movement of food. Where are these valves present?
Ma'am, I think in the esophagus.
See, I am not too sure of that right now. I just need to check, right? Because normally what happens is that at times there is regurgitation of food. In case of acidity, what happens is that many a times you will see the food vomiting also. The food comes back upwards to your mouth. From the stomach, it comes to the mouth. So that is called regurgitation, right? So I'm not too sure of that. I just need to check. Okay, there's something called that's like a valve. Okay, so basically, yeah, you're to an extent you're right. There's something called a lower esophageal sphincter, LES, which basically separates the esophagus to the stomach. It separates the esophagus and the stomach, and but it's not, as per me, it is not a very strong muscle, not a very strong valve.
Are you talking about epiglottis?
No, I'm not talking about epiglottis. I'm talking about lower esophageal sphincter. Lower esophageal sphincter. This is present, if this is the esophagus and this is the stomach, so it's present somewhere here. Epiglottis is present somewhere near the neck. So this valve is present here so that, you know, the food doesn't get back to the esophagus. But it's not a very powerful valve. Why? I'll tell you, Bhavya, because, you know, that's what I'm saying, you know, during vomiting, during acidity, during regurgitation, food from the stomach goes upwards. But in case of a heart, this valve never ever allows the blood to flow from the ventricle to the auricle. This has never happened. then all the pure, impure blood will all get mixed up and there will be a mayhem in the body. All the filtered blood, the clean blood, the blood present in the arteries will all mix up with the venal blood, and it will be like a toxic situation. Right? So the valves in the heart are much more powerful and much more stronger than those of the gastrointestinal system. Okay. Now what I wanted to discuss is that there are two types of circulation. Who can name it? What are the two types of circulation present in the body? Okay, Priscilla?
Ma'am, pulmonary circulation.
Yeah.
Ma'am, and the other I don't remember. Like I don't know the name.
Okay, what is the meaning of pulmonary circulation?
Ma'am, the circulation will happen.
Yes,
Ma'am,
who is this?
Raital or someone else?
Yes, Unmana?
Ma'am, like in the last test, you gave a question, right, that in humans, what type of circulation do we have? So
Correct.
the correct answer was systematic circulation,
Very
right?
good,
So
very good.
is that
Yes.
the other one?
Yes, you're right. Systemic circulation. So the two types of circulation that's found in human body is pulmonary circulation, and the second one is systemic circulation. So what happens in pulmonary circulation? Pulmonary circulation is all the circulation that happens from heart to lungs. Pulmo means lungs, right? And in systemic, the circulation happens from heart to the rest of the body. So these are the two types of circulation. If you wish, all of you can write down these two types of circulation. Pulmonary circulation, where the circulation happens between the heart and the lungs, and systemic circulation, where the circulation happens between the heart and the rest of the body.
Can I take a screen?
Yeah, but then again, I feel it's better if you write it down, just a matter of 2 lines, 2 sentences.